Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Control. Last time we left off, we went to the canyon rim, and now there's just one place we have left to go. Research Site Gamma. So, let's go ahead and get back over here and see exactly what it wants us to do. I remember there being like quite a few passages and stuff that I couldn't really access. So that's probably going to be what it wants us to do. Can I just go through here? Nope, it's locked. Looks like we need to go through Cave Bleed? Because this isn't going to... Yeah, like up there is where I need to be, I think. There's still a bit we need to explore here. None of this. Oh god. Oh god. Just gonna go up here and deal with all of you. I've got to kill Hiss charged with this anyway. Ow. Die. So done with you. Okay, I apparently destroyed this during that process. Charge velocity boost. Nothing crazy interesting. But I need to get up there, you see, is the problem. Doesn't seem like I can from here, though. Which I'm hoping this will link me up to what I need. Oh, there's a note here. Relocation order? Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up to the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist. I mean, they kind of mentioned that before. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. Long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that shit in. Log 6 departure. We already learned about that. Okay. I still do want to get up there. If possible, which maybe this will help me do. Because this leads into this room, and then I can take this tunnel over here to something potentially. Yeah, I remember this place. There's two paths. There's one, this upper path, which I think is the one I want to take? I think. Yeah, because we couldn't do this before. Actually, I still don't think I can. There's no crystal growths here. How the hell do you expect me to get up there, then? Huh. I thought there would have been crystal growths on the wall that I could now utilize, but... No, that doesn't appear to be the case. And I can't land there. Huh. Weird. I really thought that was going to be a solution. Maybe not the solution, but a solution would have been nice. Okay, what's down here then? Besides something aggressively red. Which appears to just be the sand. Yeah, and this just takes me back over to here. Okay, so I absolutely want to get to that upper bit. I think actually where I want to access this from is the crossroads and just take that path back in there to take us back to the cave bleed, and then we grab that pathway there. I think that's what it wants from me. I just came the wrong way. I truly can't describe just how much the map in this game really messes with me. So crossroads, yeah. I think I recall there being a path down here that I tried to go down at one point and then just like didn't follow through with for some reason or another. I don't exactly remember.
We've got this area covered, Director.
Thanks. I've got it covered too. I have the service weapon. Yeah, so don't even need to worry about that. And then yeah, this is where it's bleeding. There's a hiss over there. I'm going to try to avoid it if I can. Don't really want to deal with you two, if I can help it. That is where I need to be, though. So maybe this isn't how you access it. Maybe it is that other pathway. My god. Okay, this one does actually have what I was talking about. I don't know why that other place didn't. The only thing I can assume is I'm supposed to be coming from that way, and that's why it doesn't work. What in the... Hello? You're supposed to get destroyed by my gun. There we go. The bullets were like going through it weirdly. Don't know what that was all about. But I'm hoping / assuming that over here is what we need, because I was trying to go to those areas that are question marked on the map because I'm assuming that's where we need to go. But maybe not. No. Just go away. I warned you. I can just get ammo forever with this thing. You realize that, right? I never have to stop shooting now that I have the ammo thing on it. Should have put that on like way earlier, quite frankly. I think I killed that thing too. And that was an aerial one. Complete the ritual in the deep cavern. Yeah, okay, so we come here and then it immediately tells me to go there. See, this is what I was expecting. God, it is... Jesus, the light. Where is it talking about this place? I guess it's right here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, now we can get in here. God. Ooh, the lighting in that area was weird.
The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Marshall blew up the nail, huh? Unread, out of options. You blew it up because the hiss got in? Is that?
The hiss got in. The Foundation is overrun. I was out of time and out of options. I took all the C4 I could get my hands on and strapped it to the nail. Boom. A desperate move. But it's better off in pieces than in enemy hands.
True.
Trench wouldn't be thrilled. He always said how vital the nail was. How it was the Bureau's duty to protect it. Bullshit. Those years spent in the director's chair warped his priorities. In the end, he valued order over people. The advice of invisible voices over that of old friends. He lost sight of who he was. The board made sure of that. But I did my duty. The hiss can't corrupt a pile of smoking rubble. My last act as head of operations. I'm done. At least I could take those bastards down with me.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, it sounds like it was probably the right call, quite frankly. If you want my honest opinion. Entrenched was a little bit too deep in the sauce, which was basically how you were putting it there. No. Okay, I've gotta actually hit you with the damn thing. There you go. It's way easier to hit those. Okay. Is there one of those angel-looking things down there? I wanted to say yeah. Let's take you out that way, it's easier. Is that what I need? No, that's just the door causing this. I think it is just the sharp. I think it's just them. They're fighting a losing battle against that thing, apparently. All sorts of weapon mods and stuff around here. Honestly, is it even worth breaking them down at this point? Like, unless I see one I really, really want, which dodge efficiency, nah, I'm good. I think I'm just good there. Let's open this and get in here because is this useful for anything? It gets me back into this room, but higher up, I believe. Yeah, so we haven't been here. So I did need to look at this. Venture accepted. Dearest Mr. Talbot, my heartiest congratulations for achieving something that few others have. Consider my curiosity thoroughly yours. For who wouldn't be intrigued when the United States government claims to need an expert spelunker to explore the depths of a cave, the likes of which no man has ever seen? Oh yeah, this person. Subterranean channel beneath the very heart of New York City is fascinating in and of itself. I've explored every cave system from Kentucky to Kathmandu, but a formation below America's own Big Apple is a welcome surprise. You are certainly building grand expectations, do not let me down. Decided to come see this mystifying cave myself. My assistant will be in touch with the details of my arrival. As requested, I will avoid making an announcement to the press, but I cannot guarantee that my travels will slip past their notice. The world is always waiting for word of Robert Ricardo's next grand endeavor. Such is the burden of a globe-trotting man of adventure such as myself. Yeah, so this is the person that they called a fool that they hired because they needed somebody that was actually trained in this stuff. Astral spike? Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike traveled in our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They're even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact that both originate from the astral plane. The spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity with catastrophic results. Studying the nature of the wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the parakinesiology department continues to investigate. So yeah, that's why it was fighting the hiss. It was an astral version of their little, like, giant bundle of chaos.
41 days since entry day, the name of our historic arrival to the oldest house. Morale is long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell. My research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many have suffered nervous fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans. I call them the id.
That's what you've been referring to as the id this whole time.
In fact, they're polite and quiet, which is more than I can say for my colleagues. Most id are shy, but a few were quite curious. While I sat taking notes, one came to look at my sketches. I offered him my pencil, but that spooked it. What are the id? Residents? Prisoners? They remind me of the golems from Kabbalistic texts, or a type of homunculi. I know I shouldn't, but I gave them names. There's Hercules, Adam, Lilith, Copernicus.
Of
Maybe
course.
the bravest. They're a funny bunch.
It's interesting because I've seen some of the later notes at this point, and in the later notes you didn't give them names like that. It was id 19, id 20, that kind of thing. So totally different. Okay, this is just that room we've been in before that connects back to our thing. Yeah. So that's just a little shortcut opened, but it had some notes and extra lore and stuff, which I will happily take. Okay. Oh yeah, you're still here. Guess I should empty my inventory just in case I do want any of this stuff. So maybe I look into doing that. Here's a control point, anyway. Gimme. Can I get through this room? Levitation ammo efficiency. Honestly, with the way I'm playing right now, that would be useful since I'm kind of just flying above everything. And yeah, 16% ammo recovery on weapon hits is quite nice. Alright, let's get rid of some of this garbage. Launch health recovery. Health recovery on launch hits. Now, like, once again, that might actually be something. I honestly wish I could get more of that. I mostly just have, like, energy recovery and stuff, but, like... elemental source gain and all these seize accelerators are not needed. Yeah, I have 104 seize speed, so... get rid of that. This I might want on, though. We have melee health recovery, though, but I launch more than I melee. I launch much more than I melee. I'm putting that on instead. So now I don't really have to worry about meleeing anymore. I did it sometimes, but it wasn't the best, if I'm going to be honest. Damage boost while aiming. Okay. Good. Let's claim that so I can get back up here if I ever need to. There's one of the little puzzle blocks. That's interesting. It will not let me through here. So I'm guessing I'm just going up this way. Then deep cavern. It's saying there's something over there. Can't actually reach it. Okay. What's in here? Hidden location. I'll take that. Enraged ammo refund. Yeah, and this is the other way I tried to come from over here, but the door was like locked. Says this leads back to the crossroads. Oh no, the door wasn't locked, it's just... yeah, there's one of these weird pathways I couldn't get across. Like I can this one. This one though, yeah, you've gotta go down. It's a one-way trip. Okay. Shield injury, energy recovery, don't super care. I mean, most of the things we're going to be getting at this point I'm not going to feel too strongly about. And I imagine you get most of the really, really good stuff by doing like the jukebox and some of those things, but I don't particularly feel a need to like max out my character, you know? Like I'm good. My Jessie is powerful, and she gets the job done, even if I can't beat the jukebox, but maybe I will give that like one more final college try.
This is the director. I need backup at my location.
I don't even know if we're supposed to be down here, do they?
Reinforcements are here.
I don't even know if these dorks are prepared for this shit. Okay, that thing needs to go. it dead? I think I got it. Got a sniper shooting me. No. Oh, hello. You're mine now. Oh, you're one of these. Yeah, that's the easiest way to kill those damn things. We good? I think that's it. I think we're good. Okay. Bit of a high-octane battle. My ranger buddy is still alive. I was kind of just destroying everything there. Lots of drops for us. Nothing that makes me super happy, though. Wondering what these shifting fragments are used for, because we didn't really get a new gun like we did in the Wake DLC. So, and maybe that's just one of the vanilla like crafting resources, and I'm just not remembering it. These are on a cycle. Don't mind me. Just gonna loot. Launch efficiency and... Ow! My god, the damage amps up real quickly on them. I mean, it is... They're basically geysers. I should have expected this. Okay, we made it. I never got to that other spot down there, though. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, this is the final thing I need, though.
I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Okay, here we go. Gotta do this whole mess again. I think I'm gonna do what I did last time and just nuke it, basically. And then fill in the pieces. I think that's just the easiest way to handle it. There we go. Yeah, that gets rid of all the things, and then, yeah, I just fill in the holes. Okay, back to the nail.
Easy as pie. Fuck. But that's
What?
the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
No. Nail, leave, end. Former is saying, yeah, screw the nail. What am I doing? Am I just witnessing everything fall apart here, or... Because my exit disappeared. Do I shoot the thing? No? Don't... Oh, there it is. Jeez. What is this? Okay, I see. Just create a giant bridge for me.
Holy shit.
It's a pretty bridge. Thank you, pretty bridge. It's built like a giant, like... Don't want to say rib cage. Yeah, it's a rib cage.
Thank God.
With like the spine attached. Luckily there was another exit. I don't even know how you saw this over here, Jesse. I certainly didn't.
What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
Okay. We made it. New mission, the Pyramid. Astral Entities Hotline. Hello. Apologies. How embarrassing. Astral fellows, shades, are acting hostile / very rude. We cannot direct behavior in external non-astral regions. Promise, fingers crossed. Okay, you're saying like, oh, we didn't tell them to do that. Oh, it's funny that you may think that we didn't tell them to murder you. Not sure. Not sure I believe them. I was cleaning my glasses. Okay. Log for the id, yeah. Which we have already learned about. Do wonder if there was, you know, if you could fly up to some of those things and there's like a treasure chest, or at least gives you the hidden location and you get a ability point. So let's go here and see what we need to do. I'm imagining probably have a crazy boss fight would be my guess. Of some sort. I'm probably gonna be able to side with someone if I had to guess as well. Okay, I got a trauma ammo refund. Guessing that's if I take damage. Accept abandon, accept abandon. Kill enemies without dying, that's 40? Sure. Containment, incursion, no. Snipers, sure. Okay, abilities. I do have 6 more points to spend. We have the max melee upgrades now. Seize an additional enemy, extra duration. Like, now that levitate isn't a suicide to use, I am levitating a little bit more often. I'll get a little bit of levitate duration. Why not? Here you go. I could get the ground slam, but or could have gotten the ground slam. Can't anymore.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
I mean, taking ownership of your mess up.
I told you we were gonna die down here.
You'll be fine.
Bureau researchers do not panic, Dr. Sama. Keep monitoring those tremors and get me...
All right, they're freaking out over there. So I recall having the ability to come down here, but there wasn't really anything down here. Like, there's nothing. Reach the bottom of the nail. How would you say I do that? I really thought going down here would be it, but then I remembered, yeah, I've been down here before. There was absolutely nothing. But it really feels like why else would this place exist? If not for this express purpose. Is there a path around here? Oops. That takes me where I need to be? It's just right here. But like... Doesn't look like there's anything down here, yeah. I'm not seeing any doors or anything. Yeah. So how would you say I get to it? I'm just gonna fall in here so I can teleport back up, quite frankly. I didn't expect it to kill us, because normally when we fall it hasn't been killing us. That's kind of the whole reason I did that, but it's a loss of source, who cares? So it says we reach it this way. Do I need to access it through the fractured cavern over there instead, though? Because there's, you know, in the fractured cavern and stuff, there's two ways that do actually connect to this. Same for the warehouse. Can Pope tell me?
If you're not gonna listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this. There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
Okay.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh, is it just this?
I hope I know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's just this. It's just this. I literally walked like all around it. I even checked to the back side of it, but not the front side. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. I forgot about this.
Top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Day plus 118. I have changed. Though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Yeah, you're getting really dragged in, and you're, like me, doing something that the board doesn't want you to do, so the id are attacking you. Oh my god, that actually scared me, because I was running and pulling up my map, so I was distracted, and then something just popped out in front of me.
Things are growing crazy here. Looks like they're trying to stop me.
Yeah, almost, huh? Almost like that. Isn't that crazy? There we go.
Astral spiking. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
These are things that are happening. Changes.
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board said it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench The Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau is safe. Until the next thing. Jessie has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Yeah. So that's confirmation that Marshall is dead, and that's how she's able to speak to me on the hotline, which I kind of expected. But yeah, I mean, the idea that we needed somebody new to lead the Bureau, specifically that hates the Bureau and has qualms with it and would want to fix it from the inside, makes a lot of sense. Definitely makes sense why Marshall likes us for the job. Because we're exactly what this place needs to hopefully try and fix things. Everybody else seems to have been just blindly following the board, which we were for a fair bit of time. But we've started making our own path here. Ah! I wonder why it's sickly red in here. Could it mayhaps be that the Hiss have made it? Hello?
Send a ranger to my location.
Wow, that's a really busted one. Jeez, how's that even still work?
Nobody else hears.
Make way for the director!
Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Jeez, okay. Well, Ash, seeing as you've been gone for quite a while now, I don't think your steering of the Bureau really helped at all. Unless you're the one who taught Marshall and was her mentor. Is that Marshall? I think that's Marshall. You're holding a gun. You did say your HRA broke. I expected Marshall to be the final boss here, so... Hissed up head of security is going to be a scary one.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Ah, Marshall was so cool. Defeat Marshall. Okay. Marshall is going to be a sick badass. Damn, you're good at what you do. Whoop. Yeah, you got little Wesker dodges. Look at you. Yep, they're sending in a bunch after me. That's fine. Gotcha. There you are. Keep you dodging. You're just trying to melee me now. I mean, if you want to do that kind of fight, I'm totally down. If you wanna do this. Whoop. Don't think this is more effective, actually. Whoop. Other gun, please. There you go. Assistance, Scent Champion, Endure. I'm trying, Ash. I'm trying my best over here. Whoop. My little ranger that could is trying their best as well. Ooh, wait, we got a lot of backup actually. Where did all of you come from? Was that Former that sent those? Oh, I just did big damage to you. So if you make her fall, she takes massive damage, which is cool. This is a pretty bombastic final fight here. Ooh, shatter projectile boost and a, like, epic one. God, there's so much shit being dropped. Where you at? There you are. That's big damage, Marshall.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help, Marshall.
Yeah.
Nail is corrupted.
Just make her fall.
Explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her, but I can still save everyone else.
That we can. Come on, little ranger. Yep, so it got corrupted by Hiss. They did make it down here and do it.
Fuck you too. Oh, I'll be sure to.
Yeah.
It's smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them.
Yeah, Jesse.
Anyway.
Let's keep it cool. This is still unmapped area. Oops. No, I want to do that. Thank you. It's the same button, so it can get a little bit weird at times. Return to the crossroads. I'm sure everything is fine. Ah, Former. Hey, Koth. I'm just gonna call you Koth.
The nail is secure. The Hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone.
Sorry, Marshall, you're a badass.
She'd saved the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
The Foundation. So is that all we're going to get about it? The board is potentially doing some shady stuff, which I've talked about. Never trust characters that are just telling you what to do, leading you, and know more about your quest than anything else. Don't trust them because they're probably hiding stuff from you. Is that all we're going to get, though?
I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's.
Yeah?
Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Exactly. Is this not a cutscene? No, it is. Okay. We just had to move. Okay. Is that all we're getting then? Just Jesse being like, okay, the board has their own agenda, I shouldn't follow them and just do everything they say at all times. We should do things our way. Sometimes this just doesn't work. I don't know why. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. That does seem like most of what we're getting. So maybe this is something that will be followed up on more in Resonant. And I have seen, like, because when the trailer came on, I saw, like, everybody told me not to look, which I did not. But I saw a character, like, the gameplay doesn't look the same, I should mention. Like, I don't think it's a shooter. I think it's, like, character action from what I saw, or, like, a hack and slash or something. I swear the main character was using, like, a sword, which seemed like a wild divergence, but I trust Remedy on it, as long as their new CEO hasn't had too much sway over the product. But yeah, that's that appears to be Control. I think I've done everything except, like, you know, some of the Ahti stuff, which I'm not in a huge hurry to go take care of because it's kind of just generic stuff there, but we nearly did every mission. There's the jukebox, which I've tried twice now. I don't think I have it in me. The enemies I was fighting there were level 9, so they should be more difficult than this, but I don't know. I just don't think I have it in me. That feels like more something to, plus 15 projectiles. My god. How good is my current one? Projectiles fired plus 5. Oh my god, that would make Shatter so scary. But yeah. Thoughts on Control? I suppose, since now is probably the best time for us to be doing it. I think the game is very, 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 very good. I'm really, really, really glad I played it. The story is incredibly, incredibly interesting, and I love every single thing there. There were some things that I think I would like the ability to have more than 2 guns on, which, once again, that may have broken things, but it always feels awkward in the middle of combat to be like, oh, let me go switch to a different gun. Like, it kind of pauses the flow of everything.
Is everything okay out there, Director?
Yeah, everything's cool. It kind of pauses the flow of things to have to stop like that. So it would be cool if there was a way to more, like, have more than 2 weapons equipped, or just, like, hot swap between, like, 4 even, so I would have more options. So that would be neat. Like, even, like, a scroll wheel to swap between them, and F just to be, like, your 2 main ones or something like that. Or have, you know, you equip 2 main ones, but you can press, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 to swap to the other ones or something. Or, like, D-pad on console, I guess. But that was something. And then, like, I did find it very hard, but I might have just been underleveled for a lot of it because I was missing more side quests and hidden areas and stuff than I probably thought. I was definitely struggling at some parts, just with how easy it is to die. If I had found those things where, like, melee heal you and stuff a little bit earlier, I probably would have been better off, but it seems like the game is actually just kind of difficult, or I'm just really, really bad. But yeah, there's a lot of things like levitation and stuff that I didn't end up using in combat that much, just because it felt like it was suicide to try, because if, like, someone with an SMG put, like, 3 bullets into me, I was dead. But once again, I probably should have utilized this a little bit more, and some of the other things for protection. Like, obviously I used evade a pretty good amount, and I loved launch, but well, that was cool. Using this more probably would have helped me out in some of those scenarios. So I don't think that's a problem of the game. That's just, I think, a problem of me as a player, or the way that I specifically chose to build my character. But But yeah, the story is incredibly interesting, and I'm very, very invested in Remedy stuff now. I mean, it probably came across with me just, you know, sitting here hypothesizing and talking about stuff a lot. I do find the story interesting and how otherworldly and esoteric and anomalous the story is, and it's like you're dealing with forces that you can't even understand, so we have to try and wrap our heads around it. I definitely think Darling was like my favorite character. Marshall probably my second. Also, I love Jessie. She's a dork. She's the main character. Of course, I usually like the main characters in games as long as they're not insufferable, and Jessie's pretty cool. She feels very down to earth and everything. But it is going to be interesting to see where they go with Resonant, because I don't have any idea about where they could potentially go with that now. Really, really don't. Like, I guess, like, since I know Jessie isn't the main character, maybe we just play as someone that's under Jessie? Maybe it's really, really far in the future, and we play as, like, Jessie's successor? I don't know. I also think Jessie does show up in Alan Wake 2, as I've mentioned before. I think that is a thing that happens. So, I guess we'll have to see. I think we have quite a bit of time before Resonant comes out, but aside from playing Alan Wake 2, I think I'm mostly prepared for it now. And I think Alan Wake 2 wouldn't be a requirement to play Control Resonant. I just think it would give you like some extra like little flavor, I suppose. Kind of like how playing Control gave extra flavor to Alan Wake 2. I don't think it was needed, but it definitely made it hit harder. From what I remember people saying about Alan Wake 2. Obviously, I have not played it, but yeah, this was a cool game. I'm glad I finally got the opportunity to play it, and I remember getting the Ultimate Edition here on like a super sale and stuff. So that's cool, and it's also outside of the realm of stuff that I normally play. I don't really play a lot of shooters and stuff. I feel like I'm mostly just known for like Metroidvanias and RPGs and some puzzle games, I guess. Although I suck at puzzle games, so I don't know why anybody watches me play those. But all right, I think we're done. I'm going to look online just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing here. Really quickly, make sure there's no more DLC. Or anything like that. Like I said, I imagine the Jukebox, this, and the Alan Wake DLC are the three kind of expansions to the game, would be my guess. That would be my hypothesis. So, Control Game DLC. I'm doing this on my phone, so I don't have to alt-tab the game, because it's... the Foundation DLC and AWE DLC. I'm guessing the AWE is the Alan Wake one. AWE expansion... all add-ons. Let's see this. Let's just make sure. So there's the Foundation, the Season Pass, AWE... Expansion 2. Okay, so yeah. So the Foundation was the first expansion, which makes sense, and then the Alan Wake one, which is the AWE expansion. That was 2. So there were only 2. That's it. That is it. Okay, so we did do all of the DLC and everything aside from like janitorial things and some like optional stuff like that arcade game you can play and the jukebox and stuff, but I don't think people want to see me suffer through that. And if they did, it would probably be a stream thing more so than like a video thing. So alrighty, I guess that's it for Control. What a I can't say start to the Remedy-verse for me because I did play Alan Wake, but what an interesting, you know, proper start, because I didn't interact with Alan Wake as much as enjoy Alan Wake as much as I would have liked. But this being my first Remedy game, it's a good one. It's a very good one. I definitely had a fantastic time with this, even if I did struggle with the combat a little bit. But it's just a good game with an immensely interesting story. The story is definitely the big part of the game, I feel. Like the combat is good, you know, it's not like super crazy or anything like that, but the story really, really stands out for me as like what's proper amazing here. That's why I'm more so interested than anything else that Resonant seems to be ditching this kind of gameplay. Not that I dislike this kind of gameplay, I just, like, it didn't do anything super crazy. Like, I wasn't sure how the telekinesis was going to work at first, but it's really just press a button, you pick up a random item from anywhere and then throw it at someone. It's not like a, you know, a Breath of the Wild style telekinesis that you use to solve like crazy elaborate physics puzzles or anything like that. It was just like, yeah, point and shoot your launched item and stuff, and then you can make a shield, you can do a few other things, which was cool. But I am interested to see what they'll do with like a different formula for the combat, and obviously I'm absolutely 100% here for the story, because it's not even often that I play DLCs in games, but both of the DLCs in this were very enjoyable. Both this Foundation one and the Alan Wake DLC. Not even just for the story context, but the extra like elements and twists on the gameplay that they add. So that's quite cool. But yeah, I guess we're done here. I made the post earlier saying that people should go ahead and get their votes in, because I'll be ending the vote for the next game tomorrow. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the playthrough, and I'll see you tomorrow for what wins the next vote.